This is the Abarth 124 Spider. It's got a Fiat engine, it's called an Abarth, and it's made by Mazda. But don't let that confuse you. Abarth is a car maker which in the 1950s and 60s used Fiat mechanicals to build some of the most hilariously engaging small cars ever. These included the Abarth 595, which was based on the Fiat 500, and the Fiat Abarth 750, which was developed from the Fiat 600. Many Abarth cars had highly tuned rear engines, so the sting in the tail, symbolised by the scorpion badge, fitted perfectly. So, what we have here is a sports car based on the MX-5 platform, including the multi-link rear suspension, the steering, gearbox, all the interior fittings and the infotainment system. It has a completely different engine and new, slightly retro but attractive bodywork. It wasn't just a basic reskin though. Under the Abarth's bonnet, the naturally aspirated Mazda engines, a 1.5 or a 2 litre, are gone. Instead, replaced by a Fiat 1.4 litre turbocharged unit with 125 kilowatts and 250 newton meters. It's not as powerful as other sports cars like the Toyota 86, but get it on song, and this engine is gutsy and willing and fizzier than a Barocca in soda water. The Fiat 1.4 also sounds busier than the Mazda engines, a trait which most enthusiasts would regard as character. And if you want an even raughtier exhaust note, you can grab the dual-mode Monza exhaust for an extra $1,895. There are more changes under the skin too. Fiat has fitted stiffer anti-roll bars and dampers which are designed to reduce the level of pitching in corners that can sometimes be seen in the MX-5. The Abarth 124 still has the same basic handling tendencies as the MX-5, which is quite neutral cornering, as opposed to the definite tail-happy bias you get in cars like the Toyota 86. Initially, the 124 wants to understeer in a corner, but then as power is rolled on, weight transfers to the rear end and the transition to oversteer begins. We reckon both the 124 and the MX-5 are great looking cars. However, the 124 does have a slightly harder edge to its looks, thanks to the longer bonnet and the 4 chrome exhaust tips. A reversing camera is standard, though blind spot warning and rear cross-traffic alert systems will cost extra. It hasn't yet been rated by ANCAP. If you're familiar with the current MX-5's interior, sitting in the Abarth will give you a very strong sense of deja vu. The steering wheel, switches and infotainment interface are all from the MX-5, and that's not a bad thing at all. The 6-speed manual Abarth 124 Spider uses 6.4 litres per 100 kilometres in the ADR test, while the 6-speed auto uses 6.6 litres per 100 kilometres. The manual Abarth 124 costs $43,500 drive away, while the auto will require $45,500 to get it in your garage. It's a lot of cash for a car with only 2 seats, a tiny boot and a mixed heritage. But what that gets you is a rare Italian-styled rear-drive roadster with an iconic badge on a proven chassis that'll make you grin like you've eaten a banana sideways. RAC, for the better.